Let's step back into medieval Spain, deep within Andalusia, southern Spain. A land shaped by ancient civilizations, conquest, belief systems, and extraordinary innovation. Rising above Granada stands the Alhambra, a vast fortress palace dominating the skyline. More than stone and walls, the Alhambra Palace was imagined as paradise on earth. A place where power, beauty, and water quietly ruled everything. Built during the 13th and 14th centuries by the Nasrid dynasty, the Alhambra became the final stronghold of Islamic rule in Spain, until 1492, when Ferdinand and Isabella changed history forever. The same year, Europe turned outward toward an unknown world. Here, Islamic architecture refuses to separate nature from human design. Courtyards transform into living gardens. Walls guide wind, light, and movement through space. Water itself becomes architecture, shaping experience and emotion. That harmony is why Alhambra, Spain still feels alive today. But while walking through its halls, something unexpected begins to stand out. Not the carvings, not the towers, the water. Want to know the most amazing ancient water system ever created? Hidden beneath the Alhambra Palace lies a legendary feat of engineering. This was the Alhambra water system, far ahead of its time. This was not decoration, it was survival. The system powered fountains, gardens, baths, and private rooms. It enabled heating, cooling, timekeeping, and water conservation. So how did medieval engineers achieve something so advanced? The palace stood nearly 200 meters above Granada's main river. Getting water to this hilltop fortress was an enormous challenge. No pumps, no electricity, no modern tools. Instead, engineers followed the river 6 kilometers upstream to a point higher than the palace itself. There, they dammed the river and redirected the flow into a new channel, the Royal Canal. With an almost invisible slope, water reached the palace naturally. But this was only the beginning. Designers envisioned fountains shooting skyward, heated baths, and water-powered clocks. All of this required far more pressure than the canal could provide. So engineers built a massive reservoir above the palace, storing nearly 400 cubic meters of precious water. Water flowed underground into a deep vertical well, dropping nearly 60 meters below the storage pool. At the top, a bucketed water wheel powered by animals lifted the water higher. By increasing elevation, they pressurized the entire system. This same principle still powers modern cities and skyscrapers today. At the heart of the palace stood a true marvel of physics, the famous lion fountain water clock. 12 stone lions surrounded a central marble bowl. Each lion released a jet of water to mark time. One by one, a new lion awakened every hour. At midday, all 12 flowed together in perfect harmony. Then, the system reset itself. Inside the fountain lived elegant mechanical simplicity. Water entered the bowl at a constant, controlled rate. As it rose, it triggered hidden openings inside the bowl. Each opening connected to a lion through concealed internal pipes. Every hour, water reached the next opening. Another lion came to life. After 12 hours, the final secret revealed itself. A hidden exit activated automatically. The bowl drained completely in seconds. No gears, no human control. Water from the lions flowed through shallow channels across the palace, eventually reaching the thermal baths, where kings and diplomats relaxed and negotiated. Heated floors warmed rooms beneath polished marble. Steam rooms filled the air with carefully controlled heat. Showers flowed continuously through copper boilers hidden underground. Granada's climate is intensely hot for much of the year. As warm air passed over pools and fountains, evaporation cooled the air naturally. This passive cooling kept the palace surprisingly comfortable, even in summer. Water continued flowing toward the western section where soldiers lived. This area stood 6 meters higher than the rest of the complex. Reaching it required one final ingenious solution. Instead of animals or wheels, engineers turned to pure physics. Water flowed into an upper container, then dropped into a lower one. As it fell, it formed a powerful whirlpool. Low pressure at the center pulled air downward into the spinning water. This air-mixed water became lighter than normal water. The lighter flow entered a narrow pipe and rose higher than expected. Using density and pressure alone, water climbed 6 meters upward. This final lift supplied the highest section of the palace. Today, many of these systems still function remarkably well. They stand as proof of medieval mastery over water and energy. Centuries have passed, yet this knowledge never truly disappeared. The Alhambra is not just a palace, it is a living monument to ancient innovation. And thank you for watching. Because of your curiosity and support, videos like this are possible.